How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing: always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about Mullen. It did have a pullback overall on the day, but there are some positives that I'm going to be sharing inside of this video. We also have to take into consideration the market was fairly weak, and that's going to have an impact on many stocks overall. So with that said, I just want to remind you guys that if you're new to this channel, we do have timestamps down below inside the description. And what we're going to be going over, we're going to be taking a look at the charts, we're going to be taking a look at the short interest information, and then I'm going to be sharing some more details inside of the final thoughts. So let's get into those videos right now. So we're going to take a look at the chart from Mullen. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at 33 cents, being down 5.45%. On the low, it tested 33 cents, and then on the high, testing 35 cents. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 47.5 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 93.89 million shares. So we had well below the average in regards to volume, and we saw a pullback in the stock. When we take a look at our chart, which is our daily chart, of course, Mullen continues to look bearish. It is trading below all of our major moving averages, which is the 50 EMA, the 21 EMA, and as well as for the 9 EMA. But one thing that is actually good to see, we did form a higher low. If you remember yesterday, it was around 31 cents, and today it was at 33 cents. Of course, as far as for the high is concerned, we only got to 35 cents, and I was saying that you want to see a high above 37 cents. We also have our 9 EMA, which is now around 38. If you remember before, it was around 40 cents. So with that said, we want to see Mullen being able to make that move to the 9 EMA at 38 cents. I know it only saw a high of 35, but this is very crucial, especially going into Friday. If we end up having a lower high, then there's a good chance we can end up knocking out the low that we had today and go back to retesting 31 cents. And if we break through 31 cents, that's where I can start seeing it going down to 30, and then we could potentially start looking at 28 as well. If you're looking for that bullish move to the upside, like I said, you want to see that 9 EMA test. It has been known as an area of resistance, but if we're able to break above it, then you'd want to see it making a move going to at least around 40 cents. And if it can get to 40 cents, that's where you want to start watching the 21 EMA, which is currently at 48. In my opinion, like I said yesterday, I can see a lot of sellers in that mid 40-cent range wanting to take profits and so on. So let's see what it does going into Friday. So we're going to take a look at the recent short interest information from Mullen. So the off-exchange short volume ratio is at 54.09%, and then for the off-exchange short volume, it is just over 26.44 million shares. Scrolling down on the page, the short shares availability is at 5.7 million, updated 17 minutes ago, and then for the short borrow fee rate, it is at 6.21%. When we take a look at the history of the short volume, we can see for the close of the 27th, it was at 40.58, and then for the close of the 28th being at 54.09. So it has gone up a bit. And then when we take a look at the short interest percentage of the float being at 13.93%, Mullen does continue to have short squeeze potential. So for my final thoughts for Mullen, we saw a high of the day at 35 cents and we saw a low of the day at 33 cents. So where do we have the positive? Well, the positive is we were able to form a higher low. We did not form a higher high, and that's what I was looking for. I wanted to see us being able to get above 37 cents. So since we were unable to do that, and going into Friday, if we continue to have resistance and we can't break above 37 cents, it will get slapped right back down to where we have that 52-week low, which is just under 32 cents, or you can call it 31 cents. So with that said, if we have that weakness going into next week, then Mullen can pull back even further. So I want to make sure that you're fully aware of that. So it becomes very crucial for Mullen to make that move going to at least 40 cents. I know the 9 EMA is starting to come down some more, and it's sitting at around 38 to 39 cents. So if it's able to get there, that's not too bad either. But you need to see that move from Mullen. It is very crucial. If it doesn't get to the mid 40-cent range within a week, you're going to continue to see it get beaten down. And when we took a look at those charts, the patterns definitely don't look good. Trading below all of our major moving averages. So you want to make sure if you are jumping into the play that you do have a game plan. And for my investors out there, like I spoke about in yesterday's video, make sure you're doing your homework, doing your due diligence, and if you are going to be taking a position, you want to use a dollar cost averaging approach, and you want to be focusing on loading up on those lows. But again, don't do this unless you have a game plan. I can't say this more than enough. The markets will pick back up. Yes, we do have a lot of volatility, uncertainty, but that does not concern me whatsoever. And the main reason behind that is because I have a game plan, and I always emphasize it. I know I sound like a broken record, but I want you guys to have one as well. But with that said, I just want to remind you, we also have more economic data that's going to be coming out on Friday, which is the PCE, and this will impact the market as a whole, and I know it will impact Mullen as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will make sure to put an update video out for you guys. So let's see how it performs going into Friday. We'll talk soon.